a story of love and strength. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village surrounded by green hills, lived a beautiful girl named Emily. She was 20 years old, with sparkling blue eyes and golden hair that shone in the sunlight. Emily's family was poor but happy. They lived in a tiny house full of laughter and love. Emily adored reading books and often dreamed of a life beyond the village, full of adventure and wonder. One day, as she walked to the bustling village market, Emily bumped into a boy named John. He was tall and handsome, with dark hair and a kind smile that made Emily feel warm inside. John came from a wealthy family that owned a grand house and many lands. "I'm sorry," Emily said, picking up her basket. "It's all right," John replied with a gentle smile. "Are you okay?" Their eyes met, and something unspoken passed between them. From that day, Emily and John became friends. They laughed, talked, and explored the fields and rivers together. Emily shared her dreams of seeing the world, while John spoke about his plans to help people and make his life meaningful. They felt closer with each passing day, their hearts connecting in a way neither had expected. One evening, under the golden light of the setting sun, John confessed, "Emily, I love you. Will you marry me?" Emily's heart leaped with joy. She smiled through her tears and said, "Yes, John, I love you too." But their happiness was short lived. The shadows of disapproval. John's parents were furious when they learned of his plans. "Emily is not suitable for you," his mother said sharply. "She comes from a poor family. You need someone who matches her status." His father nodded in agreement. "You cannot throw away your future for her." John's heart ached, but he stood firm. "I love Emily," he said. "She is kind, smart, and full of goodness. Money doesn't matter to me." But his parents refused to listen. They threatened to cut him off if he married her. Emily heard about the situation and felt deep sadness. She couldn't bear to be the cause of John's pain. With a heavy heart, she told him, "John, maybe it's better if we don't marry. I don't want to ruin your life." "No, Emily," John insisted. "I will fight for us. I will never stop loving you." But the pressure from his parents grew stronger every day. Emily made a painful decision. "John," she said, with tears in her eyes, "I love you, but I can't be the reason you lose your family. Goodbye." They hugged and cried, their love strong, but the world against them. Years of separation. Emily continued her life in the village, helping her family and bringing kindness to everyone she met. But she always carried the memory of John in her heart. John moved to the city, working hard and learning new skills. He wrote letters to Emily, sharing his life, and she wrote back, telling him about her days in the village. Despite the distance, their love never faded. One day, Emily's father fell gravely ill. She cared for him day and night, praying for his recovery. When John heard about it, He returned to the village without hesitation. "Emily," he said, holding her hand, "I'm here. Let me help." John brought medicine and food, visiting often to support Emily and her family. Slowly, Emily's father got better. Emily looked at John with tears in her eyes and said, "Thank you, John. You have a heart full of kindness. I will always be here for you," John replied. They spent more time together, but the shadow of John's parents still loomed over them. The return years passed, and John became successful in his work. He saved enough money to live independently. One day, he returned to the village and knocked on Emily's door. "John!" Emily exclaimed, surprised and happy. "I've missed you, Emily," John said with a warm smile. "I still love you. And now, nothing can stop us." Emily hesitated. "But what about your parents? Won't they be angry?" John took her hands and said, "I don't care anymore. I can support us. All I want is to be with you." Emily's heart swelled with love and pride. "John, I've always loved you. If you're ready to face the challenges, so am I." Emily's heart swelled with love and pride. "John, I've always loved you. If you're ready to face the challenges, so am I." The new beginning. Emily and John got married in a small ceremony surrounded by their closest friends and Emily's family. John's parents did not attend, but their absence didn't dampen the couple's happiness. They moved to the city, building a life together through hard work and unwavering love. Despite the challenges they faced, their bond grew stronger with time. Years later, as they sat on their porch watching their children play, Emily and John looked at each other with gratitude. Their journey had been difficult, but their love had overcome every obstacle. In the end, they learned that true love is not just about staying together in easy times, but standing by each other when the world tries to pull you apart. And so, Emily and John lived happily